everybody, Basilray from the eCig. Still here in Manila in the Philippines, as you can tell from the hotel scenery behind me. Just got back from a trip over to the Mall of Asia, not very far from where my hotel is. I live in Minnesota, where we have the Mall of America, and you would think that in the land of snow and ice and hockey country, we would have an indoor ice rink at our big mall, but we don't. Oddly enough, they do at the Mall of Asia. Who would have thought Filipino children would be into ice skating? But there were plenty of kids out on the rink, skating around. Never thought that was something I would see thousands of miles away from home in a tropical island country. Also saw some pretty unique businesses. We don't have stores like Cockhouse, Pink Box, Bear Cuddler, or my personal favorite, Wow Balls, back in the States. Yeah, that's right. There was a store named Wow Balls. We couldn't get away with that, and you all know it. So today, we are going to go ahead and we're going to talk about Halo Freedom, because I've been missing my basic freedoms of being at home, cranking my music, not being bothered by housekeepers, being able to stock my refrigerator with food, cook own meals, not having to eat McDonald's every night because it's the only thing open at 3 in the morning when I have lunch. So I was thinking about it, said Halo Freedom needs to be my juice review today. Before I can do that, I do need to thank someone from the bottom of my heart. I need to thank Jules of the ECF, Pay It Forward moderator. She's one of the most kind, caring, compassionate people. That's where I got this bottle of Halo Freedom from. I sent her a tiny, like 1 ml sample bottle of some different juice a while back. She sent me a bottle of Halo Freedom, about a 5 ml bottle of that, a bottle of Halo Torque, some other juices as well. So hats off to her. Again, if you've never been over there, she's one of the most caring, compassionate people, and just generally cares for everyone that comes in to Pay It Forward. Just a phenomenal person. She just gives and gives and gives. I just can't say enough good things about her. My ECF experience would not be anything close to what it has been without Jules. So for that, Jules, I thank you, and I have the utmost respect for you. Today, 510 low resistance atomizer on the Silver Bullet, about 1.7 ohms resistance, 18650 in the battery tube, where I have something that you probably don't have. My Silver Bullet has a vent hole drilled in the bottom. Yours doesn't. Not even a guy like Truelove, who literally has a briefcase filled with silver bullets, has a bottom vented silver bullet. Makes me feel a little warm inside, can't lie, knowing that I've got a silver bullet that Truelove doesn't have. So that being said, let's get into this review. Let's talk about it. Let me toss another drip in here. Locked, loaded, gonna vape it. We're gonna talk about it. Give you my thoughts. There we go. Vapor, which you can see, is what we always talk about first when you stumble into one of my reviews. And vapor here is really pretty decent. It's, it's middle of the road. There's better, there's worse. It's not 100% VG vapor. We don't know what the blend is over at halocigs.com on their juices. They don't post that. We do know that it is 100% American made, though. The vapor here, it's just right. I mean, it's about the perfect amount of vapor, really. You can always ask for more. Probably wouldn't want to ask for less. It's, pretty middle of the road, pretty standard amount of vapor. Give it about a 2.75 out of the old 5-point scale. Before I can even begin to discuss the flavor, I got to take another puff here. It's a really great, interesting flavor. You can definitely tell that they use very high quality ingredients here. It's got a very nice, smooth, like a cigar tobacco taste. That's kind of the base flavor. And then it's got an interesting, kind of almost a little bit spicy, but nice and sweet, now on the exhale kind of flavor. It's almost like got a hint of licorice to it. So it's very unique. It's kind of a complex flavor. I do really like it. I can see where people really get into a juice like this, and this, kind of becomes their all-day vape. In terms of the amount of flavor, it's just right. It's not overpowering. It's not underwhelming. It's right where you'd want it to be. So for that, I'm going to go ahead and give it about a 3 out of 5. It's a great, unique flavor. I haven't tasted anything like this before. Lastly, throat hit, and that's where we're going to lose some points again, especially for a tobacco juice at 24 milligrams. Now, I know the nicotine content doesn't make or break a throat hit, but I would have expected a little bit more here from a 24 milligram tobacco flavor. That's what I would like. That's where I want my throat hits, is in those tobacco flavors, not in the fruity, sweet, desserty, beverage kind of stuff. So throat hit here is about a 1.5. which was a slight bit disappointing. Now it might get better when you crank it up to higher voltages rather, but you know, 3.7 volt, 1.7 ohm resistance atomizer, 510 style. I expected more throat hit, I really did. Overall, I do like the juice. It's available over at halocigs.com. Where I have a tough time telling you to run out there and pick yourself up a bottle is when we start talking about the price. $24.99 for a 30 ml bottle. Now, you know, don't make any mistakes here. I'm not naysaying about the quality that goes into this juice. You can tell just by smelling it, seeing it in the bottle, vaping it, tasting it, the vapor, everything about it screams high quality. You know, a little bit lacking in the throat hit, but even so, I have a hard time spending $25 for a 30 milliliter bottle of juice. It's just, in my opinion, it's a little bit high. There's some really great new juice vendors out there who are using just as good of ingredients, and their prices are, you know, more affordable. So for that, I've got a hard time recommending it. Now, don't make any mistakes. I do really like the juice, but the price tag I think is just too high. If they were to bring this down, even to say, you know, $18, $20, then I would be able to give it a ringing endorsement. It is definitely worth that. $25 is just a bit much for what it is. But again, I mean, it is 100% American made, and it is made with some of, you know, clearly what are the highest quality ingredients. You can taste that, you can smell that, and you can definitely see it in the juice and in the vapor. So again, a big shout out to Jules over at Pay It Forward, who hooked me up with this bottle of Halo Freedom. Review wouldn't be possible without you. Definitely want to give a shout out to Truelove. Sorry I had to give you too hard of a time about not having that vented silver bullet. I'm sure we can find you a drill and take care of that for you if you're looking. But until I see you guys again around the ECF, around the YouTube, this is Basilray. Feel free to hit me up if you ever have questions, comments, concerns. I will gladly get back to you as quick as I can. I will see you guys around though. Until then, just vape away. Just vape, vape, vape. Just vape it, vape it, vape it. I can't stress that enough. It is probably one of the best things you can ever do for yourself. I will see you guys soon. So you were born.